The Rat Patrol is an American action and adventure television series that aired on ABC between 1966 and 1968. The show follows the exploits of 4 Allied soldiers, 3 Americans and 1 Englishman, who are part of a long-range desert patrol group in the North African campaign during World War II. Their mission: to attack, harass and wreak havoc on Field Marshal Rommel's vaunted Afrika Korps. Background: the show was inspired by and loosely modeled on the New Zealand, British, Rhodesian long-range desert group, which used modified trucks armed with machine guns as their transport through the treacherous desert terrain, and Popshi's private army. The title of the program refers to the nicknames given to some of the British Commonwealth forces in the North African campaign. Consequently, at the time of the original telecast, many British viewers took offence at the dominance of American characters on the program, the result being that the show was pulled from the BBC after 6 episodes. Cast: the 4 members of the Allied Patrol were notable enemies included. For a few episodes during the 2nd season, the storyline required the temporary absence of Tully. 3 different characters took turns rounding out the patrol until Tully returned. Peterson, Andy, Bo Randall. A Rat Patrol soldier named Cotter is shown being hit by enemy fire and slumping over his machine gun during the opening action sequence of the pilot episode, The Chase of Fire Raid. The resulting vacancy allowed for the addition of Moffat to the team. Production: a total of 58 30-minute episodes were produced by Myrish Rich Television Productions, a subsidiary of United Artists Television, in association with Tom Grease Productions Inc. Just as The Man from U.N.C.L.E. episode titles included the word affair, all Rat Patrol episodes titles had raid, e.g., The Do or Die Raid, The Lighthouse Raid, or Masque Raid. Part of the show's first season was filmed in Almería, Spain, with the rest in the United States. The 3-part story arc, The Last Harbor Raid, was released theatrically in some venues under the title, Massacre Harbor, as a leverage tool against the actors asking for raises. Each major cast member was, after the first season, shown a separate perspective script in which he was killed in action. Christopher George suffered a heart contusion when a Jeep overturned on him during filming in January 1967. The injury contributed to his death in 1983. As was usual for productions of the era, other equipment was substituted for original ones. The German vehicles were actually American Patton tanks, M7 Priest self-propelled guns, M3 half-track and M35 2-1 half-ton cargo trucks painted in desert sand colors. Perhaps the most remembered visual was a Jeep jumping over a sand dune, seen in the opening credits and other scenes in the series. The submachine guns used by the squad were unusual, because the first season had been filmed in Spain. The producers obtained several fixed-wood stock versions of the Spanish Star Z-45 submachine gun from the Spanish Army, in an apparent attempt to imitate the look of the World War II 45 Thompson submachine gun. This was changed in later first-season episodes when Thompsons were finally made available. During the series, Sergeant Troy wore an Australian bush hat. When the show aired in Australia, veterans of both World Wars there were critical of an American actor wearing such an important symbol of Australian courage and sacrifice. It was seen to cheapen and sensationalize the memory and spirit of those Anzacs who died fighting fascism. George, a U.S. Larry Casey stated in an interview that Tom Grease's original idea was that each of the characters would be from a different country and wear a different hat. However, this was changed, and with Christopher George wishing to wear the slouch hat, his American helmet was given to Justin Tarr. Episode Guide. Season 1 32 episodes. Season 2 26 episodes. DVD releases. MGM Home Entertainment has released both seasons of The Rat Patrol on DVD in Region 1. The first season is also available on Region 2 DVD. On May 13, 2008, MGM released a 7-disc box set of the complete series. Comic book. Dell Comics published a comic book series that lasted 6 issues. These had photo covers taken from the television series. Books. 5 books were released by Paperback Library. 1. The Rat Patrol by Norman Daniels. 2. The Rat Patrol No. 2 in Desert Danger, by David King. 3. The Rat Patrol No. 3 in the Trojan Tank Affair, by David King. 4. The Rat Patrol No. 4 in the Two-Face Enemy, by David King. 5. The Rat Patrol No. 5 in Target for Tonight, by David King. 6. The Rat Patrol No. 6 in the Desert Masquerade, by David King. 1 book released by Whitman. The Rat Patrol, The Iron Monster Raid, by I.G. Edmonds. Soundtrack. Like The Fugitive, The Rat Patrol was one of the few primetime dramatic series of the era to use a library of music instead of having specific episodes scored. Dominic Frontier, who replaced Alex North when he was fired during post-production of the pilot, wrote the series theme and music library, conducting the Grarunka Symphony Orchestra. La La Land Records issued a limited edition album of Frontier's music in 2011, and a second volume in 2014 featuring more Frontier music and North's unused score for the pilot. The Rat Patrol soundtrack album, The Rat Patrol main title 100, Another Day, Another Mission 111, Convoy 131, Desert Action 200, After That Man 115, Lost and Found 335, Desert Romance 249, Rats Sneak About 203, A Tight Spot 217, Do You Smell Something? 043, Time to Go 048, Night Maneuvers 302, Firefight 216, Desert Sunday 029, Farewell, Ambush 107, Burning Sun, Sniper 101, The Massacre 136, Germans on the Move 133, Rats on the Move 225, Breaking In and Searching 146, Rats on Patrol 125, Rats in Action 130, A Friend's Death 138, We Have a Job to Do 115, Serious Discussion 222, Hand to Hand 114, Dirge 203, Rat Mission 147, Cat and Mouse 203, The Traitor 051, Tricked into a Trap 026, Stalemate 147, Cut Off 034, Rats Have Some Fun 119, Floating Down 052, Foot Chase 113, Plans for Rats 115, In and Out of Enemy Camp 153, We've Still Got a Job to Do 115, Planning the Attack 136, Getting Ready 510, Big Battle 258, Mission Accomplished 153, The Rat Patrol End Credits 137, Theme from The Rat Patrol 230, The Rat Patrol, Volume 2 tracks 21 to 28 comprise Alex North's unused score for The Chase of Fire Raid, The Rat Patrol Overture 230, The Germans on the Move 151, Before the War 348, Our Man Hans, Rats on the Prowl 132, Belly Dancer Muzak 123, After the War 342, In and Out 123, Hans Checks for Rats, German Fallout 141, That Tiny World Vocal, Jack Jones 244, Quick Getaway from the Germans 132, Tank Column 156, In Love with a Rat 258, In and Out of Trouble 030, Lily Marlene, Norbert Schultz 154, Big Mean Germans 146, Here Comes Hans 045, The Showdown 140, Rats on Parade 201, Remembering an Old Friend 252, Rat Patrol Main Title 146, The Original Rat Patrol Theme 051, Our Heroes on Duty 036, Entering the bar 027. Ratchet 230. Honor and Duty 240. Germans arrive. Let's Get Out of Here 114. Until next time, Finale 148. The original Rat Patrol end credits 055. Slow and Sexy Belly Dance 336. Fast Belly Dance 047. That Tiny World vocal. Jack Jones 244. The Rat Patrol end credits 038.